Carrying out an RCD test on a rig like this is a very simple operation. The problem is, in real life, this distribution board, a consumer unit, could be down in the basement. This socket outlet, or the end of the circuit which I want to test, could be right upstairs. So every time the RCD turns off, I've got to run downstairs and switch it back on again, and then go back upstairs and push the test button. It can be a real pain. So you can buy instruments that have actually got an auto setting. So what you need to do, obviously, is look at the RCD, see what rating it is, set it to 30 milliamps because this is a 30 milliamp RCD. Set it to auto, plug it in. Okay, now if this was upstairs on the 3rd floor, I'd plug my machine in, make sure it's working properly, push the test button, and then I'd walk downstairs. I'm an electrician, I don't run very many places. I'd walk downstairs and just wait beside the RCD. As it switches on and off, switches off, I turn it back on. Switches off, turn it back on. Switch it off, turn it back on. Switch it off, turn it back on, and at that point it should stay on, because when it's done a test on half, no trip. It's done 2 tests, one on each side of the waveform on ×1, and 2 tests, one on each side of the waveform on ×5. I then come back to the instrument and scroll through. It's telling me that at half, it didn't trip within 2 seconds. And again, I've said this before, you must make sure you write 2 seconds down if you're answering a question about this. You can see there, it's telling me that at ×1, at 0 degrees, the time was 35.2 milliseconds, that is. Push the button again, at ×1, 180 degrees, 26.5 milliseconds, which again is perfectly okay. Push the button again, and we can see up here, it's telling me that this is the trip time for 5 times its rating. 12.6 milliseconds at 0 degrees. Push the button again, 5 times its rating, 6.8 milliseconds at 180 degrees. Very useful piece of equipment to save you running up and down the stairs every time you want to carry out one individual test.